When you were running your agency, were there times that you felt alone, even if you were fully surrounded by people?
The times I guess I would feel maybe even like to this day alone would be the times when I made a sprint, right? I sprinted to achieve a certain goal, launch something or whatnot, and I felt that the outcome was not equal to the input and the effort I put into that thing, whatever that thing might have been, right? That's one. The second, when I am financially stressed, and I'm trying to think of how I can do that while we have X amount, and how can we do X, and all these kind of internal calculations. And the third one was when I had people issues, which, back when I was running the company actively, and I don't think we've mentioned that, but nowadays I have a managing director who is really capable in what he does. But back then, when I had people issues, that was very heavy on me, which obviously I've changed because I've parted ways with some people. I should have parted ways years ago, and it was a great relief. And the second reason is because nowadays I'm way more emotionally consistent and not as much moved by things that maybe going on. The way I perceive it is that my amplitude of feelings is still there, but it's not as high for the highs or not as low for the lows, right? In terms of dealing with people issues. And so, yeah, these three things, when I perceived the outcome to not be equal to the input, when I had financial issues, or when I had people issues.
If you could have any type of help you could ask for at these stages, what type of help would you consciously ask for?
I guess I would ask for some sort of coaching / therapy, because in most cases it kind of leads there, because we are humans, right? Like we run on emotions. And so I think that the underlying issues in most cases are emotional issues. And so some sort of coaching / therapy, that would be my first shelter.
For what though? To help you achieve what differently?
Sanity. Just to talk it out and get an opinion, like a sanity check at some point, or like direction, or just friendly advice in other cases.
At these stages, were there someone that you could be completely vulnerable, or you could share doubts, or you could just be completely honest with?
My sister, who was with the company and still is with the company in some capacity, and my wife, my close friends, which has changed a lot throughout the years, and for me at least, God.
Lots of people that I happen to talk with, they describe a support network like the one that you described, but in lots of cases this support network doesn't really get what I'm going through. In your case, was it different?
No, it's not different. I mean, at the end of the day, and this applies, I guess, to pretty much everything in life, right? You may have someone next to you. Let's say someone is feeling depressed, right? You may have a therapist or your family and your support system, but at the end of the day, it's you who have to get up in the morning, go to the gym, break a sweat, talk to this girl like you would like to go out with, and call a friend and go out and don't like drink or do things that are harmful to you. You have all these people, yes, but the effort is yours. Like you're alone when it comes to putting in the work. You're alone. That's how I perceive it, right? And by the way, I didn't choose the example of depression wasn't random. Like, I've been through this exact thing, which, it was difficult for me even to get out of bed in the morning to go to the gym, right? It was like the biggest thing I could possibly do. And then gradually you see that, okay, I did it today and I did it yesterday and I'm going to do it tomorrow, right? And you build up this confidence, and things that were super difficult, say 6 months ago, now they are not as scary, right? The same applies to business. In the end, you are alone. You have all these people and they will support you. And luckily, like, I have many people. I've also made many friends, which I'm very grateful for, in this industry and in this kind of space, or however you want to call it. And that's great. I'm going to ask opinions, I'm going to seek advice, I'm going to get on calls. But if I have to have a difficult conversation, or if I have to process payroll at the beginning of the month, they are not going to do it for me. I have to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.